From headquarters, United States Army Reserve Command at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, this is the USARC Report. I'm Marty Martin. Hundreds of community and professional leaders in behavioral health, education, social work, law enforcement, hospitals, and first responders participated in a panel discussion aimed at finding ways to reach out and engage service members and families in the Fort Bragg community. Brigadier General Tammy Smith, U.S. Army Reserve Director of Human Capital Corps Enterprise, was one of 6 top military officials on the panel. She gave practical advice on ways to engage soldiers in positive and meaningful ways.
As we send our soldiers into theater and then they return, they're not completely in the military world because they're civilians, but they're not really completely in the civilian world because they're military. Sometimes some of you spend more time with our soldiers than our reserve leaders have the opportunity to spend with those soldiers. So when you see those changes in behavior, sometimes you won't know what to do, but one thing you can do from a reserve perspective is that I would encourage you, if you don't know what else to do, reach into us. We have an organization in Army Reserve called Fort Family. It's a call center, but it runs 24/7. There are so many support organizations that want to reach out to our families, and sometimes the hardest part is simply how do I connect the person in need with the resource that they need. And I think one of the things that Fort Family does is it simplifies that process. You've got one place to call, and you have the experts there behind the curtain in Fort Family who know how to reach out to all of those resources. So what it does is it cuts through the fog, it cuts through the confusion, and it provides pinpoint precision in how to connect the soldier in a specific geographic location to a resource in that same geographic location, even if it is not military installation centric.
It was a nice day for a hike in the woods, and USARC NCOs did just that as part of the monthly NCO development program. This month, G1 decided to send the NCOs on a land navigation course. To dust off the cobwebs, Master Sergeant David Mayo gave a quick refresher course on how to plot points on a map and measure distance. After a quick lunch, they headed into the woods in teams of 3 or 4. Their task? Plot and find 4 land nav points in 2 hours.
It was great. We had a lot of fun. It was good training. It was great to brush up on skills that a lot of us haven't used in quite a while, so it made for fun and interesting times, that's for sure.
All right.
M&M.
M&M?
Yeah, check to see if there's any in the bin.
Yeah, let's check M&M.
Going back to the basics, a return to the basics, is a good way for NCOs to remember how to do our basic NCO things, especially when you may have forgot them, you may have let these skills slide. This is a good reminder. You get out in the woods with a compass, and it's pretty hard to fake it, so it's a good way to get some training, practice with your peers, get back to what we know how to do, and remember how to do it.
In the event of a severe tragedy, such as get thrown out of an airplane or lost or separated from the rest of your team, you still need to be able to survive in a combat environment and navigate your way out again as best you can. And if you're not the one with the plugger or slugger or the GPS, these basic skills that we've learned from skill level 1 should be in our hip pocket and be able to survive. I've got Tango Tango, Mike Mike, Charlie Echo, and start point 4 for your final. Is that your final answer? Okay, you're in at 1500.
NCODP is a monthly program for USARC NCOs to hone basic soldiering skills, improve leadership practices, and strengthen unit camaraderie. And that will do it for this episode of the USARC Report. Thanks for watching.